Yizzer! What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. This time we are jumping back into them YouTuber requests, or really just any famous build requests, man. I took a couple weeks off just because I thought that's all we were concentrating on. And then I realized that there's a lot of people out there that still want to see some very credible YouTubers, cars being built, man. So for today, we have a request from a couple different people. I'm going to just run through that list real quick, man. Robert Munoz82, Boss of Xbox, Superman66, Robbie Scheckler, Wesley Ventura, Myra Williams, Support Your Local Vandal, Jobin the Beast, Hoopy88, and Glitzy Pine all want to see Chris Fix's Drift Stang build. Oh, just showing off all my sold cars there, man. You know how we do it, man. Always on the grind, trying to make that cash for these YouTube builds, man. Before today, man, we are doing Chris Fix's Drift Stang, like I said. And for this one, we're going to need another Ford Mustang. Now, this week, I'm not sure when this video is going to be coming out. Hopefully after a few of the other Mustangs, because this is Mustang week, man. Apparently we got a lot of Mustangs being requested this week, and it's just coincidental, man, because these are just happen to be cars that YouTubers own, man. So if you guys haven't seen Chris Fix, he owns a very legitimate YouTube channel. Like, everything this guy does is absolutely to a T, man. You know, he's very descriptive, and his videos are just like damn near perfect, man. I mean, I like to edit my videos. I like to think I know what I'm doing when I edit my videos, but he just has a very formal way of doing his videos, man. And as a YouTuber, you know, you always look to other fellow YouTubers just for ideas and advice and stuff like that, man. So definitely check him out if you guys haven't already after this video, man. Make sure you stick around for the end of the video. So for this one, man, we're pretty much just going to be doing a couple of things. Now, from my understanding, this is pretty much a stock Mustang, which is why it took me a while to really figure out what I was gonna do with this one. Now, I am gonna leave it naturally aspirated. I think this is a 5.7. Oh, okay, because this is the Cobra, man. Chris Fix. I believe he's got a 4.6 liter Mustang GT, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man, we're going to leave our aspiration completely stock on this one. And we're just going to check out a couple of options here for the front bumper. And as you can see, we do have a Mustang GT bumper. And there's a few other options, but what I think we're going to do is actually turn this Cobra into a GT, if that is going to be possible. Now, it looks like all the GT body kits here is just Mustang there. Doesn't say Cobra. Mustang GT, man. That's absolutely perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. Side skirts, no options for the side skirts. We got the Celine, but no stock options for the side skirts. So we're just going to go ahead and leave that the way that it is. And yeah, this is pretty much a Mustang GT right now, man. I'm pretty happy with that. As far as the tires go, now, since this is going to be a drift car, I'm going to leave the stock tire compound on here. Now, the first time Chris went drifting, he had a hell of a time with the understeer and just sliding off of the track. He got a nice set of just street tires, some burners just to dick around with. So we're going to do the same on ours. Now, as far as the wheels go, he is rocking the stock set of Mustang GT wheels. However, on the front, when he had the new rubbers on the front, because that was the biggest issue, was the front tires were bald. He did have a set of what looked to be like kind of spokey wheels on that. So I'm just going to try to find a set of those wheels, even though on the rear he still had the stock wheels. I'm just going to try to find a set. I don't know, man. Should we leave the stock wheels? I'm almost thinking we leave the stock wheels. Now, I'm a little undecided about which wheel I want to use here, but aside from the stock wheel, the only other option that I really found that looks kind of close to the stock Mustang wheel is going to be these HRE 445Rs. Now, I'm going to put these on here. Obviously, they're not chrome on Chris's car, but we're just going to work with these and see if I can maybe get them painted a little later on and see if we can make them work. I'm not really sure. The stock Cobra wheels, not really doing it for me. They just don't really look the same. What we are going to do, however, is put on some race brakes. I am going to put on some race springs and dampers here just to get it a little bit lower. And since it is going to be a drift car, I'm pretty sure Chris didn't do any anti-roll bars and stuff like that, but I want it to perform somewhat well. So we're going to go ahead and throw those on there now. Engine-wise, we're going to do a race intake and an exhaust. Everything else here, stock Cobra-wise, just a stock 5.7 liter. Should be able to get those tires loose, considering we have a stock set of tires on here. So really the only thing we did here is make this thing look like a stock Mustang GT. And obviously upgraded our intake and exhaust, so we don't even really have to do too much as far as the tuning goes. We're just going to jump into the paint editor here, and obviously what we have to do is get that nice dark red paint color here. So I'm just going to scroll over here to the red, and now by the looks of it, I just got a picture here on my phone, and it's kind of in between these two here. Like if I can lighten this one up just a little bit, brighten it up just a touch, that's like pretty much it right there. So I'm pretty content with the way that looks. Now as far as these wheels go, I think what we need to do is, instead of them being chrome, just get kind of a polished, let me see here, aluminum polished or the brushed polished, steel brushed, polished, semi-gloss. I guess that would be the brushed, not polished. Decisions. I'm going to go with the steel brushed here just to give them a little bit of a darker look. I think that's going to look almost perfect. Now, Chris's Mustang doesn't look tinted, but just for the sake of ours looking halfway decent in this video, I'm going to go ahead and throw a light tint on here. Now, everything's looking good. So I guess the only thing left to do is take this thing out on the road, see what it's all about. Now I'm still not 100% sure about those front wheels, man. You guys let me know if you think those are good or if I should have left the stockies on there. I don't know. I guess it is what it is, man. Can't win them all. So right off of the bat, just doing some circles here. It looks like it does drift. How well, we're about to find out. Second gear, a little bit sluggish there. And as soon as you get that traction, you almost got to keep it in first gear. Because as soon as you get traction in second gear, that engine kind of bogs out. Now this thing could definitely use some forced induction, but for the sake of trying to keep this sort of the same as Chris's Mustang, I decided we'd just leave it NA. Second gear, let's see if we can drift around to the highway. Definitely not, probably not the greatest area to be out here since it's mostly open fields and we are trying to drift. Let's head it on into the, oh, can we sneak through here? Yeah. Let's head into the airport here. Boom. Some dope little areas down here through the hangars we can practice our drifting. I like the way it sounds, man. For an old Mustang, these old Mustangs, not really anything too crazy. You know, they're not a whole lot of power. Get outrun by a lot of newer cars, most certainly, but still sounds good, that's for sure. So this is pretty much the spot that I was thinking here. Practice our little drift slash donuts here. Sounds great underneath. I guess not underneath, but inside that building there. Nice little drift tap there. Oh, did we just see fire there? Oh, I thought I could sneak underneath, but it wouldn't let me. That would have been cool if the front went underneath, but I guess there's like a draw. You can go under the wing? Remember this one? Wah, 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 wah. Woo! Big old fireball. Drift tap there. I mean, for an old Mustang, man, it's not too bad, you know. It definitely drifts. I think if we had to put on those, oh no, rolled it. I think if we had to put on those race tires, though, we definitely wouldn't have been having this much fun. I think it would have been just a little too much grip for this car. Not quite enough horsepower. People always give me crap. They're like, why do you put race tires on a drift car? It's like sometimes if you have a lot of power, man, the race tires are, I think, a little more fun to try to whip that back end around. But for this car, street tires are almost a little too much, to be honest. Very grippy. I think only like 200 and maybe, well, maybe not the Cobra. The Cobra is probably closer to 300, but definitely the GT. Not much more than 200 horsepower in that thing stock, I don't think, man. But you Mustang heads could probably let me know. I'm not too big of a Mustang guy. More of a Chevy GM type guy. I know more about the old T-Birds and Camaros than I do these this generation of Mustang. But that's just me personally, man. Still a big fan of the Mustangs. I don't know what it is though, man. I just, dare I say that these cars aren't as reliable to me as, like, you know, this generation. Let's say this like decade, the 90s GM. I don't know, man. I might be offending some diehard Mustang guys there. My apologies. My apologies, man. This is just speculation, no experience here. You know what I mean? So definitely let me know down in the comments section if Mustangs are reliable, man. So, I don't know. I know they definitely run people over pretty good. Shots fired. But I'm thinking we're probably going to put an end to this video. Let's see here. Drift Stang, pretty well successful. The only thing that I'm really not too keen on is those wheels. Would have really liked to see a stock set of GT wheels. Since we were able to swap out the body kit, it would have been all right if we can get the wheels as well. But like I say, man, sometimes you cannot win them all. But I'm thinking we're probably going to put an end to this one. So as always, I am your boy, D Nolly, a.k.a. Don Squally. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh!